want to thank the organization because this was a very special honor that I received in 2006. But I'm very happy to be here today in Dave's daughter's office, Laura Gibson, because I know wherever Dave is, he is extraordinarily pleased and proud of his daughter and her service to the bar. And I'd be remiss in not mentioning that. One of the things I'd like to talk about is my experience with David. Having known David personally, as you previously heard, David was a terrific mentor to young lawyers. But David would also teach you things. I had a case with David once, and David indicated in his own fashion what we all know is that nature abhors a void. And the way David would effectively do this, as a young, enthusiastic lawyer, we have tendencies to talk about cases and let information out when we're consulting or talking to opposing counsel. David was my opposing counsel, and I remember discussing with him a case, and David would go silent. And because of my nature and most lawyers' natures, we tend to fill that void with more information than we should give. And I learned from David the value of being quiet and listening, and I would share with you that so that you may use that in your own practice. One other story that I wanted to share with you with David was a case that we had where I learned another valuable lesson at the foot of a master, and that was a case in which we had some explosive testimony that I shared with David. And David had the ability to turn a four-letter word into basically laughter. And what he did was, on direct examination of my client, before I could put on this terminology that my client used, this four-letter word, he repeated the four-letter word in a continuous stream and said, "Isn't that a complaint that you have about your husband?" Smiling the whole time. I'm thinking it has shock value until I look at the judge, and consequently the judge is smiling too. Totally disarmed me in the case, totally disarmed my client, and was a very effective master of changing an asset on my side to a liability. Once again, I'd like to thank Gulf Coast, and I'd particularly like to thank Dave Gibson and his family. And Dave, wherever you are, we miss you, we love you, and your impact on the bar and on lawyers is still here.